Welcome back, fellow armchair generals. This is Gamer 1745 here with my continuing playthrough of Hearts of Iron 4. I know I said 3 in one video and somebody called me out for it, and you're right. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. Love to see you around more often. And of course, if you haven't, like this video. Yeah, just take a moment. Thank you for liking the video. I really do appreciate it. It does help with visibility for the channel, as well as helps YouTube figure out what videos to best serve up for you. So it helps us both out. Thanks so much for liking. Okay, let's continue this. Not rolling the clock too fast because we are sort of micromanaging multiple fronts. Okay, we'll send in our tank units there. Oh, good. Now let's send in our horsies up here to sort of control the flank along the... Oh, I don't know the name of that river. That's the Ganges that way. Don't know that one. Now, didn't we get... Oh, they're down here. Okay, guys. You control the airspace. And so do you. You guys ground attack. You guys get up. Control the airspace over Burma. And yeah, you can again sort of push out there now. Okay, we've got plenty more runway. Let's see about getting some, well, some medium bombers would be good. Well, yeah, 32. We'll go with that. Okay, and once you're out here, deploy over there, and again ground attack. Am I still building those heavy bombers? I'm gonna stop the heavy bomber production if I still have any going on. I don't know that I do. They're factory bombers, and I really want more. Yeah, there they are. Okay, we're gonna trash those. Get some more of my other stuff in production. Oh, we don't need all that oil, so are we still importing oil? Yes. Okay. We are way up on oil, so let's take out the let's cancel Venezuela. That'll be better. Yeah. We can use those factories ourselves. Back to the air war. What sort of army? Light tactical. Those guys are barely, but okay. Didn't I get... I probably hit the wrong button again, yep. There we go. Yeah, the Marines in India would be good, but I'm still just trying to get these guys going here. We probably haven't done enough days. Yeah, we still need 3 more days, but hopefully we'll go once we do that. These are most of the Marines. And are you ready to go? Yeah, I think so. Let's see if you can get... Okay, well, now we've got a lot of divisions here at the front. Go attack. Send in some armor too. Hopefully they'll go hold our flanks while we push deeper and deeper in against both British and Indian troops. So all of these guys go here. Now we have the force here and concentrated. Okay, let's see now here. Small air base, but good to have some abilities from it. Okay, guys. Yeah, if there's any land operations, go for it, but mostly I want you going after shipping. Okay, okay, we need to get some ships out to sea here. How are you doing? You're beat up all to hell. And those are my better Hiru and Shokaku and Zuikaku. These are my better ships. You guys go back to Yokosuka and get repaired. You guys here are the ones that you come back out to here. Not as good. A CVE and a CVL. Japanese didn't quite categorize them that way, but that's effectively what they are. Well, we're getting some transports sunk. Yeah. You start your invasion if you can. Convoy sailing. That again is something that Japan really sucked on. Integrated convoy defense. Okay, what, Adachi Hadzo is wounded. Okay, but what I was seeing was a major, okay, we lost 3 DDs. Ooh, they lost a lot of aircraft, but we lost 3 DDs again, which isn't what I really want to see. Okay, we're canceling this mission. We're going to send you. Thought we were already sending you back up to here. Yeah, there we go. Go get repaired. I want escorts. And we have naval dockyards available. Not too many. What did we complete? Our destroyer. We completed our destroyer. So we want a our new model of destroyer. Let's take a quick look. Oh, we have a little bit. Let's see if we can do some anti-air, anti-submarine. That's good. We'll leave it as that. There we go, get producing that. Okay, Indian National Army. Okay, following our defeats of the British, we have a great number of Indian prisoners of war. With the right persuasion, we could use those prisoners to bolster our forces for great justice. Was that their slogan? Okay. So, gain base stability, British Raj, or lose it actually. Okay. Now, one thing is interesting I noticed the other day. I was watching some documentaries on the Japanese Empire and that kind of stuff. I thought it was very interesting that when Japan held a conference in Tokyo in 42 or 43, I forget the exact year, but in that time frame, in a time frame that you might still think the Japanese could do well in the war. You know, this wasn't 44 or 45, and we know they're all gonna die, but when they still might be able to win. They hold a conference of sort of the greater East Coast co-prosperity sphere, and includes, you know, collaborationist government people from the Philippines, from China, from Manchukuo, from Siam, and from India. Chandra Bose was there. So, yeah, no, I'm just seeing the chat comment. Yeah, England has basically no dangerous wildlife. That's part of the reason why England is somewhat of a paradise when it comes to the environment. A little cold, a little rainy, but you know, I'm coming from California, and I love California weather, but I also love English weather too. Chandra Bose, and so Chandra Bose is at this big conference from all of the Japanese puppets, and I thought it was interesting that when he was speaking, and this was sort of a big huge sort of, bunch of tables put together to make either a big square or, horseshoe type, 3 sides of a square. So they're all sort of facing each other. When speaking sort of to the Japanese, he spoke in English. And outside of maybe the Filipino delegation, no one else there would have naturally understood English. But my guess was that there was nobody else there that was going to understand. I presume he spoke Hindi. I don't, and may have spoke other languages. I don't know, but nobody else there because yeah, a bunch of Japanese, particularly naval personnel, mostly just naval personnel, understood English, but outside of that, most of the Japanese don't speak foreign languages, and but probably where they're going to get their translators, they didn't have translators presumably to speak in Hindi, so he speaking in English. So I thought that was an interesting thing. Have fun, Tippett. See you in a bit. So I thought that was an interesting thing. On the Japanese language, the reason why many of the higher-ranking Japanese admirals and whatnot spoke English is because they, and I know I mentioned this before, had a long-term relationship with England and had been an allies. Like I said, I'm reading Chester Nimitz's biography, and he was on one of his first training cruises, and it was sort of kind of sent around the world, but it mainly was, at least initially, sent to Japan, the ship that he was on. And they were holding a big celebration for what is it? Toda? No. The Japanese admiral who won the Battle of Tsushima. I'm blanking on his name because I keep wanting to. It's a simple name, but and so the captain and the XO and whatever really weren't interested in going to this big Japanese celebration. So they sent the midshipmen recently out from Annapolis that were on board to go there, and like 4 or 5 of them were sent in there, and Nimitz was one of them. And because of local transportation difficulties, they showed up late and were put at the table nearest sort of the exit, just because every place else had been filled up, and you know, and they knew the Americans were coming, or at least it said so, but you know, sort of late to show up there. So they're sort of sitting in back, and they're selling lots of and this was fairly early. This was in 1905 or 1906. This is just after the I think it is Toda. Why am I blanking on it? On the name of the admiral. I've got to get this right. Female deer don't have antlers, so that's why it's only male deer that are sort of dangerous. I like the Black Ice mod because it adds a more immersive detail. Togo. Sorry, yeah, it's at Togo. Admiral Togo. Man, I blanked on that one. So, so they're celebrating post, you know, the Japanese victory after the Russo-Japanese War, and the guest of honor is Togo, Admiral Togo, very famous Japanese admiral. And as he's leaving, these American young men, they had captured a bunch of Russian champagne when they had taken Port Arthur. And if you know the Russians, I don't know if it's all Russian, but it was champagne that they had captured at Port Arthur, and they were serving that out at this victory party. So these Americans were fairly drunk at the time. They didn't act badly or anything, but they decide to, as Togo is leaving the thing, to sort of waylay him, if you will, sort of go up and greet him and invite him to the table. So they sort of quickly nominate Chester Nimitz to go to be the guy. So he goes up, and just as he's leaving, Chester Nimitz invites Togo to their table. Togo graciously agrees, even though he's already leaving, has a toast and a quick drink with these sailors, and speaks to them for like 5 minutes. And I think maybe a little bit to their surprise, he speaks fluent English, because Togo had overseen the building of at least one Japanese cruiser earlier in his career in England, spent a few years. So the Japanese naval personnel had a lot of interaction with the British Navy at first, and then later you get like Yamamoto. 2 different times. He's going to some schooling in America, and then later he's part of the one of the attaches in the U.S. Embassy. So in one of the 2 trips, at least, he's driving all over America. So he goes to places like Texas and Detroit, sees the automobile factories. And of course, he's doing this, at least a lot of this, on his own. And he's doing it in very much of a budgetary way, trying to keep skipping meals for a whole day and whatnot to keep his limited pay budget going around. So he's traveling, not just in like New York City or Washington, D.C., where you might get interpreters. He's traveling all over, to Texas, to Detroit. So he's speaking and interacting with Americans, in English. So there's a lot of Japanese naval officers that for various reasons speak English. But I thought it was just interesting the way the lingua franca, if you will, of the East Coast East co-prosperity sphere was English. I thought that was a bit interesting. It would be, I guess, can you get there? No, I'm gonna have to do some more invasions. Can you guys get down to Mindanao? I hope. Yes, good. Head out that way. Yeah, India has lots of dangerous animals. I wouldn't. I'd like to visit India, but I wouldn't. I don't think I would like to live there. Okay, Divine Wind. I don't want to do that. Okay, we'll do that just for fun of it. Oh, our Guadalcanal campaign didn't work out. Damn. They're the only sort of port in this connected isle. Okay, well, you can march back down that way. Now, okay, you guys are here now, so you guys go on. Yeah, okay, you guys go out here and challenge. Oh, we need more air power, do we? Or how's our air power doing? You're there. Challenge the American fleet. You didn't do so well, did you? Or what's going on? Who are you battling? Oh, there we are. No, we got a CV out there. And they've got air supremacy. And it looks like, well, we've won that sort of scrap, it looks like. Well, we had more aircraft shot down, but... So, well, it's getting us to invade up there. Great. That's what we need to do. Mountain warfare equipment. Good. Okay, better reconnaissance. Okay, well, we've moved up to here, we've secured that. You get across the river, you guys come up across the river because you'll be better attacking from there, and you're holding there, that's good. Get on trains and get up there quickly. And support that attack. That'll get us to the river at least, hopefully, and well, we pushed farther than the Japanese did into Assam, so that's so far going reasonably well. Okay, and come all the way down here and take the port. I know we're sort of ignoring that. And we're going after their transports with our, mostly our air and a destroyer. And again, subs, good. And we are ashore, very good. Kill the battle plan. Take the port. Move down this way. And we've got that port. Oh well, come get the airport. That'll be useful. Well, yeah, of course, we did do better in China. Really thanks to the viewers. You guys really helped me out with that strategy. Can you take Rubal? Doesn't look like it, even though we have air supremacy. We're still doing good on transports. That is a little something I'm worried about. Okay, here we go. We've got an American landing that isn't, well, we're not doing so well on. Okay. Now, we have a fleet out here that hasn't yet found or defeated them. Where is my air power? Okay. Why aren't you attacking this fleet? Why the hell aren't you attacking this fleet? You're set to patrol out here. Damn! Well, this province is under American control now. And they were able to do that even with my fleet out here. That sucks. basic tank factories. Very good. Well, I understand they may be repairing, but at least it shows that it's out here and not back in base, because it should have a repairing thing there, even though I know we are a bit damaged. Okay, got a lot of fleets here now. Okay. Well. Come down to here. These are the earlier damaged ones, and we're gonna add you to that to get repaired. We also have a fleet down here. Yeah. Yes, we know that. We're still going... Oh, you can't come out to here? Okay, well, you guys come out to there. Now what happened? Did they get destroyed probably? Okay, well. My Marines from here, I think, got destroyed going up to here by enemy fleet action. Where are you? Okay, munition workshops. Nice. We'll do large submarine factories. Okay. Yeah, I think there was some of that going on in Borneo. I don't know how much that's going to affect us, but yeah. Uh-oh, we're having naval troubles up there, so let's... I was going to focus you out down here, but since we're seeing stuff up there... And here, everybody is operating... Oh, you're standing by. You can't do anything, that's why you're standing by. Well, let's just add more. Well, Okay, well we pushed up to whatever this river is. I want river names. They did say it would be a good idea long ago. Just haven't implemented it. Okay. Support the attack. Now, did that give us any? Oh yes, it did give us a couple of AZ Heinz. Found you? Don't know. What are these units like? Templates. Let's look. Okay, just sort of a little bit of infantry with some reconnaissance. Okay, cool. So we've got 2 AZ Heinz division. Yes, radar. We do have. Well, okay, yeah. Some of the rivers have multiple names, but still, some names would be nice. And you know, you're always going to find some problem with it, but I would like to have some names. Okay, well, cruise up around here, secure the factories and resources. Let's look at the resource map here. Well, when we get enough, well, some aluminum, oil, and rubber. That'll be nice. Oh, why you jump around like that? Oh, we're getting a bunch of stuff from Java already. And there, we want to get our Indian, or I mean our Indonesian oil there as well in Borneo. You go there. You just secure that. Okay, it looks like we've lost a couple of islands out here. Wow. Oh, here we go. Here's some fleet. Oh, that's over already. Come on, guys. We should have lots of air power out here. We do have some radar, as you can see. Let's turn the radar view on. This is, again, you're jumping around on me. This is our current radar coverage. And how is our building setup going on? Okay, fair. Hopefully we'll get some more radar coverage soon. And which should help us find. Oh, okay, Free Indian Army. Very good. Thanks, AZs. Because of supply problems, I don't want to send more units to this part of India through Burma. So what I'm hoping to do is push into a port here and then shift some of these guys and some of these guys into whatever port that is and push deeper into India. And support that attack. Well, let's push here. And support as well. Okay. well, we've got the port, but not the airport, so get the airport. That'll give us more air coverage. Well, we're sinking transports, that's good. Okay, our garrison troop, well no, just really mean to do that, and let's send these guys up north to there. Yeah, I understand about the controversy, and I think that is one of the reasons, though I think it's mostly looks, is why they didn't name the provinces in Hearts of Iron 4. Because obviously you already have all the names in 3, but they caused some controversy. And with some of these rivers, you could throw the Tibetan name in Tibet territory, you can throw the Indian name in India, kind of thing, you know, as it crosses borders. And yeah, I know there's different languages, but you know, that's what I would do. Yeah, well, Hearts of Iron I think is just still banned in China, so what does it matter? And yes, they're banned it because of either Tibet or, well, not so much that, but Tibet or other things is why it's banned in India. I know that. Okay, well, let's do a light cruiser next. That'll be fairly quick to research. I guess we can turn this off and save a little bit of graphics processing power. And we're auto-saving, yeah. And there's our airbase, we need to take it. There we go. Well, we're having some success in India. More than I thought we would, but we're not having enough success out here in the Pacific. How is my fleet up here with the big heavy carriers? Still repairing. Still repairing. Philippines has capitulated. Well, great. Finally, a lot more equipment. That is useful. Okay, so we've got all the Philippines. Let's look at our garrison divisions. Really don't care how good they are. We've lost at least 2, it looks like, out in the Pacific. As the Americans have taken away some islands. Yeah, let's send the... oh, well, no, 1 to here to Cebu to get to that island group. The other 4, let's send them down here. We may send them onward to some other location soon. You can come back to the port. You can come back to the port. To Manila. Well, we may have to do an invasion there. No problem, Mazads. Have a good time. It's so Hong Kong is well, we have a garrison force in Hong Kong. Doesn't it have police template? Yes, it does have template police. Okay, well. We're at war with France. Why haven't we taken that? Oh, this is Vichy France. No, that's why we haven't taken it. Okay. No, we're not at war with Vichy France. And I think this would be a good time to end the episode. I want to thank you all for watching. Thanks for liking the videos. If you haven't already, please subscribe to me. Love to see you around more often. And please post questions, comments, suggestions, tips, corrections. Love hearing from you. See you next time for more